So it took about 10 minutes to get this out. I cut the wire off and heated it. It was still warm. Heated it a couple of times. And as I'm taking it out, like I said, I loosen, I tighten, I loosen, I tighten. Then I turn a little more, I loosen, I tighten. So every turn I went out, I back and forth a couple of times, every turn, so that I was cleaning the threads as I'm taking it out. Because what happens is the tip of the sensor threads get a little distorted from heat and rust buildup. If you're not careful and clean it, you'll take the threads out. So now I need to install the new one. Let's see how long it takes me to get the new one in. Start the clock. So we're back in with the O2 sensor. So gonna change the fuel filter now. And while I have this in, I got some rust on some of my lines that are scaring me. It's just, I sprayed them all this year with the, and I guess I missed a couple of things because plus I got like the undercoats coming off, but it's not serious rust. But if I don't take care of it, it can get serious. So, seen a lot of little places where I'm getting surface rust. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my rain barrels filled up. I'm going to get this up on the trailer. And I'm going to give it a good bath underneath. And then bring it in, dry it with the torpedo heater. Get it jacked up, take the tires off, get it up as high in the air as I can. And I'm going to give it a good dose in a tar. I don't think we're going to get any more snow. I think we're good for the season. So I'm going to play the odds that I'll be able to work on this. But for right now, I got to get on that the fuel filter. Whew. Sure them bottles are cut off. This little torch set has been, I've had it. I had a different one before these, but I've always had a torch set in my garage, and I find it to be one of the most handy tools up here in Rusty, Rhode Island, because pretty much no matter what you're taking off, it's rusted. But on these O2 sensors, I've seen people use impact wrenches on them and whip them out. But then they have to go get those things where you weld it in. It's like you have to weld in a new thing of threads because it takes all the threads out. So by taking my time, I mean, here's a truck that's got 280 some thousand miles, and I was able to get the O2 sensors out without destroying the threads. Gonna go check on Lucky real quick. So on the 36, I've been going online and I'm finding out that this may be an OBD 1.5. In other words, the crossover year between 1 and 2. And that's why I don't have that orange wire in the data line connection. But I can put the wire in and get it to blink codes, which there were no codes. But my scanner is not working on this. I got to do a little more, but apparently Chevrolet had a changeover year right around 95, 96, and there was such a thing as an OBD 1.5. Then they went to OBD 2. I'm doing a little more research on that, but I'm starting to realize that I might have a crossover year, and that may be why I'm thinking it's OBD 2, but it's not. We'll find out. We're going to keep working on it. I got to get the number off the computer. Little Lucky was in the garage, but she wanted to come out here, but I'm looking at her, and she's sitting there just shivering. She look at her rear leg, it kind of shakes. But she wants to be out here. She don't want to be in the garage. She had her choice. Got the van truck outside. Just put it out here. Did a little video for Bad Chad yesterday on his Facebook. Went around. Got to get the Bad Chad chrome for it still, and that'll set off those Apache trims and do a little more. I don't know if I told you guys, I may have found it's a 1-ton truck. It's a box truck with a 1-ton rear in it, but it's only a single wheel. And talked to my friend, but we're going to wait for the weather to get a little warmer. Then I'm going to get in and pull the rear cover, see what condition it's in. It's full of parts right now. It's a box truck full of parts sitting in the junkyard. Been sitting there for like 2 decades. So I know the brake drums and stuff like that are probably going to be. But all that stuff is available, and I'd rather go with new brakes anyway. It depends that the housing and the gears and the axles and everything are good. See what's going on here in Rusty, Rhode Island, guys. Going to keep going on this 2001. I think I've been playing with other trucks so much that I kind of neglected this truck. And I need to turn my attention back to this truck and get on these damn rust issues. These rust issues are driving me crazy when I see those rusty lines. Got to get some more wood in the fire. See what's going on here, guys. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday, March 4th, 2025.